So I just ended a stream. Um, oh, no, 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 no. Oh, thank God that didn't click. Thank God it wasn't such an easy click. I just ended a stream. Um, One of my guests got angry, got upset, don't know how to clarify the level of anger that they felt when they quit. Said they were going to go live. Thought I was sub to them. Um, Apparently not. Um, well, don't know for sure how it actually fucking ended up. The person that got angry on my stream was Rogue Nightmare, Rogue Angel, Rogue Nightmare 666. Thought I was subbed to their channel. Apparently, I got the wrong one. If they, if she indeed did, if she indeed did go live, then I am definitely subbed to the wrong one because I didn't see it. Um, just for clarification, any statement made by a guest on this panel does not necessarily construe the wishes of the owner or the same thoughts, narrations whatsoever. It does not work that way. Um, I will never be bound by anybody's opinions of anybody else. I will never be bound to them. I could be persuaded to their side. Absolutely, I can. But it's not an automatic guarantee. I don't give a shit how much I like you, how much I love you, how much I'm willing to ride or die for you. Just because you say it doesn't mean I feel the same way. There. That said, that done. No need to go any further. She did have a wrench, or well, I didn't take it from her. She does still have a wrench. I asked her to post her link in the chat. I was paying attention to the panel, whether she did it or not, don't know. Tried to go back and watch it, but the live streams have to wait for a bit. They're not automatically available, which should probably be recommended to be corrected just for cases like this, maybe. Maybe this is just like a me issue and not an anybody else issue. So, it has to become like a common thing before anything gets corrected. Just my take on the shit. Maybe I'm wrong, because we all know I'm a fucking idiot. So let me go ahead and do this just in case. Just in case. Do that. And then do this. In. Alright. My work in that window should be done. Alright, so I can come back to this window. Okay. But STL, Page B, love you both. Apparently, it came out that somebody disagrees with you on something that happened. And just to touch up a little bit, no. Even though it's not justified, it's not been confirmed, not been denied. The fact is that they got disagreed upon because somebody claimed that they were raped, and it wasn't like an automatic given that it happened. I think there was something more. There must have been something more. I've already forgotten it. Shit. How did that play out? I'm trying to replay this in my brain because it ain't quite all there yet. It's like for the replay of the last stream. I think SCL was being accused of saying it didn't happen. I think. I'm not sure. I'm sure I've got something muddled or incorrect somewhere. Outside of the fact of me just doing the stream all together, which should probably not have happened. But I do have a wild hair from time to time. Rogue Nightmare, if you're lurking or stalking, please at least drop your current link in the chat, because I guess I'm subbed to an old channel, because it's definitely your avatar there that I'm familiar with, and you've been using a different one lately. And I did the search on YouTube for live channels, live channels. Did not see yours, but I'm not getting the entire feed. I really did try to find your channel, but I just didn't see it. I guess there must be some better way to search for channels that are live that give you a longer list of those that are live, but I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, me and Tech ain't friends, barely on speaking terms, but I did try. I really, really did try. I'm one of these people that will stand behind friends against common enemies. But please, seriously, do not try and pit me against another friend. Let's see. We'll do a case in point, okay, for those that don't understand what I mean by that. Myself and Golden Eyes are friends. Myself and Andrew are friends. If Andrew and Golden Eyes have a falling out, that's for them to work out. Strictly for them to work out. I'm going to be an equal friend to each of them through the process of them working it out. But don't try and pit my friendship, giving me like ultimatums like, well, if you're my friend, you'll do this, you'll say this, you will do this against. No, fuck that. This is your issue that you need to work out. Leave me out of it. I'm going to be the equal same friend to each of you wherever the fuck your issue fucking ends up. I'm not going to be any part of that. I will still be the same friend to each of you once you get your shit figured out. I'm not going to treat either of you any differently than I would treat the other one of you. I don't care. You're friends. And I'm not going to be put in that position. I will not have an issue until something comes to where it needs to become my issue. And Rogue, I sure hope you're listening to this, or at least I hope you watch the replay. I consider you a friend. I consider STL a friend. I consider Paige a friend. You've got an issue with them because of something that happened that I was not witness to when it happened live. And I'm being told that, no, I need to do this. Why? I wasn't there when it happened. You got an issue because it happened when it happened and I wasn't there and I should automatically react just on your word? No. It's not going to work. I don't play that game. People on YouTube can say anything they want to at any given fucking time. However, they're oh, that's being YouTube. There are people that record a lot of shit, and video evidence can be shown at any fucking moment's notice. Um, but to try and get me to act on something just on somebody's word, sorry, that's hard. That's really hard. Now, with the scenario that I explained about Golden and Andrew, if Golden did a live panel, which she's not done in like too fucking long, in my opinion. But if she did do a live panel and she was having an argument with Andrew for whatever fucking reason, and little interaction either on panel or in chat happened between her on her panel, and I was witness to the entire fucking scenario of when it played out. I witnessed it, and then I did a live panel, and Golden came up and said, well, did you see what happened? I'd be honest and said, well, yeah, I did. And then Andrew pops in, and she told me, well, you need to kick him. And see, even that would be speculative, because now I'm pitting one friend against another just based on that situation. But even though I witnessed it, I saw the interaction happen, I'm still reluctant. Okay? Please understand. Everybody's going to have issues. Everybody. At some point in time, there are going to be issues. Don't drag me into those issues, because I have enough issues of my own. Seriously, I've got way more issues than most people on YouTube fucking realize, and most of my issues don't really stem from YouTube. I use YouTube as an escape for my issues. So you want to talk about issues? I fucking got them. I've got them fucking up one side and down the other. So any shit that happens on fucking YouTube fails way in comparison to what I got going on. I really, honestly, truly do wish that Golden would do another panel. It's been way, way, way too long. I'm getting off of my soliloquy now, as much as I fucking detest them. I'm seeing Glenn in the chat. AYF. Glenn. New Phase. Ed Ramirez, welcome. First time I've ever seen you in my chat. No guarantee that's the first time you've been here, just first time I've actually noticed you. Go back to a little bit. Nikki's a little happy with life. I think I've seen you around a little bit from here and there. Not 100% sure. Nerd, yeah, you were here. Last one. Bless your heart. Oh my God, long time no fucking see. I hope you're doing well, sweetheart. I really, really hope you're doing well. So let me get back to current. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. But yeah, you know, it's tough. Everybody's life is different. Some people get irritated over shit that people wouldn't give two shits about. And that's because everybody's life is different. No two lives are the same. As much as we all want to box them up and say, well, this is the box of the ones that are going to have a good life. This is the box of the ones that are going to have a bad life. This is the box of the people that are going to stroll every fucking day. Well, yeah, that's the box I'm in. But I have crap. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. You know, actually, this is my second stream of the night. I think I pretty much covered everything in the first stream, over and done with. Wow, shit! And I think that's a wrong judgment. That's a wrong judgment. I've got more people watching this one than I had watching the first one, and the first one was angry, or I was angry, or somebody was angry, and the stream got cut short. And this one just started. There's more watching. Um, Entertain the masses, fat guy. What the fuck you thinking? Shit. Where do I go from here? Wow. All right. So, Rogue Nightmare. I sure hope you're listening. Sure hope you at least watch the replay something. Get your new channel in the chat so I can sub. Like I say, I guess I'm subbed to the old one because what I saw was like 56 subs or some shit like that. But it was the correct avatar. Search the lives, getting a very limited feed on what I see as being live. Anything that came close to your channel name came up. But I did try. Trust me, I did try. I'd have rather done this on yours than on mine. But hey, we take what we can get when we can get it, and we don't complain. So, wow. You know, it is quite amazing to me that people can get so worked up over shit that wow. That people can get so worked up over fake life. That fucking dumbfounds me. People get worked up over fake life. For those that don't know, the internet is the capital or is the city of fake life, and YouTube is the capital of that city. But people get so fucking worked up over it. It will never stop dumbfounding me. I swear to God, it never will. People get so wrapped up and involved in shit they hear and see on YouTube, and they take it to heart and they think it's truth. That's the biggest amazement. They think it's truth. It's all lies. Everything on YouTube is lies. No, wait a minute. No, can't say that because I'm being truthful. So I guess all that then that would be a contradiction in terms. It could not be all lies. Wow, that's a reality check for me. Sorry, didn't expect this. Self-induced reality check. Wow, what the fuck do I mean? I'm saying it's all lies, but I'm speaking truth, and I want y'all to believe it's the truth, and yet I say it's everything on YouTube is lies. Wow. Ooh, holy crap. How do you recover from that? I don't know that there is any recovery from that. Wow. Who that? Ow. Who that? Oh my God. I can't read the fucking name. Fuck, I see. You know, I can't read the name, but I see an open. I see an open live picture. I'm going to chance it.
So I'm not a porn bomber, I promise. I've never porn bombed anybody. I go by Nikki. People know me as Happy Nikki. And I just wanted to come up because I understood what you were saying about saying it's all a lie, but you're telling the truth. It's produced drama. It's like watching a reality TV show. You think they run into these things randomly, but they don't. Producers put that in their way to create the drama for the produced show. And many of these internet shows are produced.
Yeah, I don't think I qualify as one of them because I never know what's first going to come out of my mouth next.
Right, but the ones with the way you're referring to it all being lies, it's kind of staged. It's staged for dramatic effect. Like some of the people involved don't know they're being set up, but they're being set up to create drama for the overall effect of having dramatic content.
Right, something to base clicks and views on. You know, I'm just one that I take time out of my day to come do this. And I appreciate those that take time out of their day to come visit me and interact while I'm doing this. There are those that spend their entire day doing nothing but this. I'm not one that has that luxury, that has that much free time available to where I can spend my entire day doing it. And then something happens at some point and somehow I'm finding my feet being held to the fire because of something happened that I missed. I don't know where to go, and I'm sorry, but you know, be it just internet friends. There are people that come to my stream quite regularly. I consider them friends just because they are here when I'm live.
You care about them, is what you're saying. You
Right.
have an emotional attachment to their well-being.
Right. And then for somebody to say that, oh, well, they did this to me, you missed it, but they did this. Well, yeah, I missed it. Unless I witnessed it live happening, I'm not going to change my opinion or my view of them just because you said so. Because people on YouTube will say this, that so and so did this. Well, you missed it. You need to unfriend them. No. It doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. Now, if
Well,
I have, sorry,
that
go ahead.
always takes me back to my small children, where my daughter would come home and say, well, my friend won't play with me because I played with this other girl on the playground. And I never understood that mentality, because why does it matter if I can be friends with someone you choose not to be? That doesn't mean we all have to hang out together and be best friends.
Exactly. We can, you know, as sad as this sounds to say it, it is possible for everyone to get along. It is possible to get along without necessarily liking each other.
So there's this thing that I say often. People call it the Bill of Rights, and I think it's the Bill of Responsibilities. And that misnomer has led to this idea of rights. And then we've told children they have a right to their opinion, and people that. So uh, they start to think that rather than having a right to an opinion, that their opinion is right. And it's a misnomer. When we use that word right, we're using the wrong word, because it puts this idea in the population's head that their opinion is right. Not that they have a right to have their opinion, but that their opinion is the right one and others should agree with it upon hearing it. Otherwise, they don't respect it. So it's like when you have a friend and you say, "Oh, well, you trust my opinion. Well, I'm telling you my opinion of this person. You should take it on faith." And unfortunately, I'm one of those people who, even people other people don't like, there may be something about them I do like, and I'm not going to let somebody tell me, "Well, you can't like that person because of my opinion." Like, I've been grouped in with people who I like their company, but I'm not part of their group because on the other side, I won't take a side. So they're like, "Well, you have to be on the other side then. If you don't take my side, then it's not possible you didn't take the other side. You must be over there." And that not just here in YouTube, but in real life too, you get this idea that it's us versus them all the time because my opinion is right because I have a right to it.
Yeah, and I apologize, everybody. I'm not sure what happened. My computer shut down. I don't know what happened. Normally, when it overheats, which is done a few times, but not constantly, it will say shut down for thermal protection overheat or overload, some shit like that. This time it just shut down. Don't know what happened.
Maybe you need to give it a break.
Maybe I need to get a decent computer instead of like the cheap ass shit from fucking Walmart.
And I don't have a computer, so you're
Sorry,
a step above me. I said I don't have a computer, so you're a step above me.
Well, maybe the one I got you don't want. So
Yeah, I used to have a desktop computer. I mean, I still have it, but it's not functional on the internet these days. It's like 30 years old. But I don't have much need of one in my life.
lucky you.
I am very lucky, DFK. My channel name is Nikki's Happy Little Life. Because I have a pretty happy, lucky life. I live in the country. I don't have a lot, but what I have is what I need, and I
And
make
you
do pretty
appreciate
well.
what you have.
I do. I'm really grateful for my life. We poured a concrete foundation to build me a greenhouse this week. It's almost finished curing enough that I can actually start building the greenhouse on it. So I'm pretty excited.
Wow. Yeah, and this is like crazy to me, but fucking dumbfounds me. Just you saying that and just the way you say that about the shit you get excited about, it's like, I actually started feeling happy about that.
Well, it's a happy thing, and I have very happy emotions. I'm glad I can share them with you because I get to provide food for my family. I mean, prices have gotten such that it's difficult to keep fresh veggies in the house, and my kids are very much fresh fruit and veggie eaters. So if I can alleviate some of that.
And God knows they ain't getting any cheaper.
Right. The prices aren't going to go back down. If anything, they'll go up more. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I love gardening, and my kids love gardening with me. It's not just getting the food, but the actual experience of growing it. It's a beautiful thing.
You take the pleasures in life where you can find them. And I think that like little simple life pleasures are getting ostracized by big fucking economy.
See, and I don't think it's that. I think it's on the individual level. People have so many expectations because of propaganda. The media puts out this idea of the life you're supposed to have, and if you're not living that life, then you're not working hard enough or you're not doing enough. And so people stop appreciating what they have because they're too busy trying to keep up with the Joneses.
You know what? Fuck the Joneses. I'm never going to be caught up with them. They're so above my skill set, my income.
If you think about it, the Joneses drank the Kool-Aid, man. I mean, like straight up, Jonestown, they drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
So I don't want to be the Joneses. I'm good being Nikki.
yeah, but I'm just saying I don't give a fuck what the Joneses are doing. I'm just trying to keep up with my own life, and I think that's more um, than I should probably be taking on. But I have no choice. I have to fucking do it.
I think we all sometimes feel like our plate is more full than we can handle. Um, and until it actually is, we get through. So for me, the best thought when I start feeling overwhelmed is to just focus on one thing and let the others go for a minute and then focus on the next thing. Because when I try to focus on it all at once, like right now, I'm talking about my greenhouse and I feel these happy emotions so much that you can feel them through the screen, but I've got two vehicles down that the motors blew on. We're trying to get another running vehicle into the household, and vehicle prices are disgusting, and they don't even have new vehicles available. And like there's been a lot of stuff. But if I focus on one thing at a time for the moment, I can still be happy in the moment, knowing that those other things are waiting for me.
This is my first time ever encountering you, but I have to admit, I love your outlook on life. That's fucking awesome that somebody could have a positive outlook on life, with especially the way the world's going right now. That's just fucking amazing to me. It
Well,
really is.
I think that
You're like
it's a choice.
you're like a breath of fresh air.
Try telling that to some other people out here. You don't know my reputation. I'm told I'm too brutally honest, and so therefore I'm mean. Um,
Well, I'm just going off of what I'm hearing and
but I'm
witnessing.
picking up today that you needed this. You needed to hear that there is some beauty still out there. That even when people are upset, they still love. Love is real.
Yeah, I can preach that shit all day long, and it's just a matter of whether anybody wants to fucking hear it. And
So don't
even
worry about preaching it or hear it. Just feel it.
yeah,
It's a choice. It really is. It's every day you have to wake up and make the choice. Am I gonna feel the love or am I gonna fight the love? Because the love's there whether you feel it or fight it.
well,
It's
see,
one of those universes.
I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and I'm talking about a lot of random videos on YouTube. There was one that I saw, shit, just a couple months ago, or within the last couple months, about America's Got Talent um, auditions. I can't remember exactly what the title was, but it was AGT auditions and stuff. And there was some gal, and I think she was in Southern California. I cannot remember for the life of me what her audition was. Cannot remember what her name was. I swear to God, I wish I could. Um, but she made a quote at the end of her audition as the video clip was ending. Apparently, she had like some sort of cancer or something like that. But what she said was, "You can't wait for life to be good to be happy. You have to choose to be happy before life gets good." Something really close to that. I might have misspoke or I might have misquoted, but it was something really close along those lines. And once I saw that, I did a Google search on her name. Nothing came up, and I was Google searching to see if she had passed or if she survived her cancer, and I couldn't find anything. Because I'm thinking that's like that's like good inspirational shit right there.
Well, even if you misquoted it, it sounded beautiful the way you said it, and it's definitely the truth. May I do some shout outs to your chat?
Yes, please. Good. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Hey, bless your heart. How you doing, babe? Good to see you. Uncontrollable. Good to see you again. Daddy O, don't think I know you, but howdy there. Big Skunk. Hey, bro. Mr. Freeze 372. Don't think I know you, but I'm sure DFK does. And Ruru. Hey, girl. And looks like Rogue Nightmare came in. I think you've been looking for that one. And Trunk
Yeah.
Monkey.
Yeah. I just highlighted a message from her. Please drop your link again because you said you're going live. I searched. I guess I'm subbed to the wrong channel. I didn't see you live, so it's like, well, I tried. So I want to make sure I'm subbed to the right one. So please drop your link. So when you get mad at me again and you decide to go live on your channel, at least I can get there. I don't mean to piss anybody off. There are very few occasions where I do a live stream where my intention is to piss anybody off. We will take my second to last live stream where I bashed the fuck out of Shelly from the get-go. It wasn't meant to piss her off, though. And it was like 20 minutes of ranting and raving on Shelly, but it was not meant to piss her off. It was only meant for her to open her eyes and recognize what the fuck is going on around her. It wasn't meant to piss her off. I never do this shit to piss anybody off, and if you got pissed off, I'm sorry. But it sounded like you were pretty aggravated or pretty enraged, angered when you left. I don't do these to piss anybody off. So, my apologies. If it came that if you interpreted it that I was trying to piss you off, or if you got pissed off, it was not my intentions, and that I apologize for.
Well, maybe she wants to come up and talk it out with you. It sounds like you have feelings for this person in a friendly manner and you don't want things to be on a bad note. So maybe she wants to come up and work it out. And hey, Angry Rooster, I didn't mean to miss you.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen Angry Rooster. Been a long time. Hope all is.
What I hear in your voice when you're talking is that you care about this person. I think I've seen Rogue a couple of times on panel, and I've seen her in chat a bit. It seems like you care about how they feel. That says something. Even if maybe you did hurt them in some way, at least you care. That says something about your relationship.
Rogue says she would ride or die for me. And, I'm not sure if people really know what that means. But I do.
Well, it sounds like the feeling is mutual, at least from the emotion in your voice. It comes across that you feel the same way and you don't want there to be animosity there.
Right. For those that are not familiar with the term ride or die, that is like a friendship term. I'm trying to put this in this most simplistic terms I possibly can. For those that are not
ride or die means I will get in my car and be there unless I'm dead. Like if you call me, I will get in the car and ride to you wherever you are unless I'm dead.
Yeah, okay, that could be one. I guess there are a lot of different interpretations then. Yeah, because that would make sense. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, that works. Yeah, okay.
Like the only thing stopping me from getting to you if you need me is death.
Exactly. That works.
There's not many people in this world I could say that about or for.
Yeah, my list is getting shorter on the daily. But that shit, that's a 3 or 4 hour topic for another time, not now.
Well, I'm just saying that it sounds like you would like things to be on better terms with Rogue. So I hope that you guys, whatever it was that was upset, I didn't see it. I'm usually sleeping during the middle of the night streams where all the stuff happens. I usually catch in the morning when everybody's talking about it.
Yeah,
I'm assuming there was some drama between the two of you, or perceived drama, and I hope it gets resolved because it sounds like you care.
and it's totally okay that this is her and I's first fight. Okay, this is, as it stands right now, this is the very first fight that myself and Rogue have had. Okay, so every relationship, you got to wait for the first fight and see what happens after that. Because every relationship is going to have a fight, and it's how you get past it that determines the longevity of it. So we'll see where it goes right there.
My daughter is 11, and she was telling me the other day about some of her friends backstabbing her a little bit. Nothing big, but they'd hurt her feelings. And so I told her about my best friend. My best friend, she's been my best friend since I was like 14 years old, and I love her to death. But we've had huge fights. We've both hurt each other, both unintentionally and intentionally at times. But we've been friends for, holy shit, 30 years, because when we fight, we get over it. We both get angry a bit. We have it out. We tell each other what we're feeling, what we're thinking. And then the next time we talk, it's gone. Like, we don't bury it and leave the handle sticking out so that we can go at it again. It's just gone. Like, we never bring it up again because we did it. We're done. We've moved on. I find that in those kind of relationships, they last a very long time when you can say, okay, yeah, I hurt you. I accept I hurt you. Either I meant to or I didn't. Both forgive and actually move on. And too many relationships that I've been in, especially friendships, people want to hold on to it. And even romantic relationships, the next time you argue about something else, they want to bring up what happened the last time that has been resolved, or you thought was resolved.
Do you remember what happened the last time we had this fight? You said this. I thought we moved on.
Exactly. So it's
apparently not.
That's how longevity happens, is that ability to say, yeah, I know this happened, but I already forgave you. I'm not going to use it as a weapon against you now.
No, people. Fuck no. People want to weaponize everything that they've ever fucking heard, and they want to save those for later dates and times, and they record that shit just for that reason. Don't. So when you have the next fight and say, oh, do you remember having said this? And then they play it back for you. And it's like,
So I'm picking up some stuff from the chat, DFK, and I as I understand it, you feel like you may have offended someone without intentionally doing so, and they're talking about a word allegedly. Is there a reason you use the word allegedly in relation to circumstances?
Yeah, because it was being stated as a fact, and me being on the outside, not having witnessed it when it fucking happened, I said allegedly. So in my brain, I did not witness it happening, so it was allegedly happened.
So not knowing the circumstances directly yourself, and I'm not going to talk about what circumstances, not knowing the circumstances directly yourself, and not knowing an outcome, whether somebody was convicted or not, you use the legal term allegedly.
Let's make this so much easier. The previous stream that I had, Rogue Nightmare was up here. STL was only in chat, and Rogue Nightmare was giving a lot of information about herself somewhere, somehow, and STL said that it did not happen. And this was all happening on YouTube while I was working, doing my life, doing my 9 to 5, what I got to fucking do to provide for myself. I was not witness to it when it fucking happened. So I made the comment, well, so you're saying he allegedly did this, whatever. Yes, absolutely. I admit it. I said that. I was not there, so...
But you're using the word allegedly because it's taking someone's word as opposed to having proof.
Because I was not witness to the fact. So allegedly it happened.
Right, and you haven't seen anything in the way of proof. Like, you don't know of a conviction, you don't see evidence. This is one of those things that it's hard to have evidence of.
Exactly.
So in your mind, while you believe her story, it's still alleged because there isn't proof, and you like to see proof before things become fact for you. Is that what I'm understanding?
Something along those lines, but had STL come up and say, well, yeah, it happened. I did discount whatever the accusation was. It until that happens, it's alleged. It's not confirmed. Now, I'm not saying what happened did not happen. I'm not saying that at all because I don't know. But I mean,
so you're not trying to undermine the person's experience of what happened to them. You're saying is you don't have all the facts to say more than alleged because in your mind you cannot make something fact until you have proof of it. That's just how your mind works, is what I'm understanding.
Yeah. I'm so glad you're able to say this shit because I would never find the words.
So the best thing I ever did for myself was learn effective communications. And one of the things to do is to try to make sure I'm understanding what you're saying before I respond to it, because otherwise I'm going to respond to my emotions as opposed to what you're saying. So I repeat things back, and some people find it annoying, but I'm glad you like it today.
So I'm like total 180 from you because I go off my emotions way too much.
I did that for a lot of years, and it led me into a lot of dark and scary places because my emotions weren't very smart. So I had to learn how to allow myself to have emotions, but at the same time not let them dictate everything I do. And part of that is just learning to listen. And when you listen, it's best to repeat what you heard. If you're concentrating to be able to repeat what you heard instead of trying to respond, you actually hear everything they say. And then I learn a lot more.
Yeah, and I cannot remember how that quote works, that you learn 3 times more by listening than you ever do by talking, something along those lines. But some people just can't stop talking long enough to even hear one single fucking word.
I have a habit here on panels when I go up, when I'm not talking, I put the mute on, and I'll catch myself sometimes, luckily, because I have that mute on, I start to talk over someone and the mute's there and I never said anything, thank God. But other times I'll still talk over people. So I try to remember that mute because we all do it at times. But I try to catch myself and say, wait, I'm still listening to this person. I need to hear it all before I respond. And it helps me a lot of times not respond at all because they're already answering the question if I just let them finish.
My problem is that if I put my mute on, I tend to forget that it's on, and I'm sitting there saying, and to catch what should be like memorable quotes happen when I'm muted.
No, I can see that too. If you host a panel, like if I were hosting, I probably would never mute myself because you have to be able to talk over people when they're not being appropriate and take control and whatnot. And some people are good at trying to take control of others' panels. And that's one of the reasons I don't host, is it seems to be quite a bit of work. And I'm here to hang out, not to work.
So can I ask you, do you have an active channel?
I do, but my channel doesn't do panel. I don't do panels. I posted some shorts yesterday of pouring the concrete foundation. I have some videos of the homesteading projects we do and stuff.
So your channel is active.
Yes, it's just not panel.
Okay. That was what I was asking you. Thank you.
Yeah, I do. It's there's different stuff on there. It's not. I had never intended to do a YouTube channel, and I went to. Do you know MLH, Mexican Longhair?
Um,
He's an auditor, but a 1A auditor, a cop watcher actually. But I found him, and he's a homeless outreach activist, and I found him through Regan Benson, and I found her through Bow. But I went to his page and his chats, and he convinced me to start a page about my homesteading, and then I went to Hippie Auditor. He convinced me to start a page about my. And I went to Hippie Auditor, and they helped me name the page. So I've tried to keep content on it. I'm not good at it yet, but I try to keep new content on it pretty regular.
it's all right. Do me a favor. Type something in chat.
I can't when I'm on panel. I will when I go down here in a few.
Oh, okay. So if anybody has a link to her channel, please put it in the chat. Let's help her build her channel. That's awesome. I'm all about helping people. I'm all about helping people try and get subscribers because God knows we don't come up here. We don't build channels to not have any subscribers. We all want to get a little recognition that our efforts are appreciated for having a channel.
Yeah, it's super cool. I get excited when I see people have viewed my videos. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of great videos, but it still makes me feel good when I see, oh, somebody actually watched that and put a like on it, you
know? What is the name of your channel?
Nikki's Happy Little Life.
Okay, hold on.
Bless is subbed to me.
Oh, Bless is subbed. She's a mod here. Is Bless still here?
Guru is subbed to me in your chat. That I know of.
Then they got your link. I don't need to search. Yeah. I don't need to search to try and find.
No. Somebody who's a mod should be able to.
Well, no, they're both mods. Oh wait, I'm not sure Rue's a mod, but Bless Your Heart is. Yeah. Is Rada a sub to you?
I don't know. I've only mostly seen Rada. We haven't had too much conversation. I like his panels sometimes because
you like his what?
His panels sometimes because they can get pretty dramatic. I don't think I've ever been up on Rada.
That's okay.
No. I know I've watched a bunch of times.
Yeah, Rada definitely has a voice for radio. You know, the phrase comes out, a face for radio. Yeah, that's an insult, but Rada definitely has a voice for radio. I'm not sure what his background is. I got a lot of respect for Rada. He's awesome. He does his research. He doesn't post false accusations without any fucking research to back the shit up. So that's admirable because there are people out there that will just get on, start a panel, and spew out a whole bunch of fucking bullshit, nothing backed by fucking facts or anything, and just basically hoping that everybody believes every single word that comes out of their mouth. But Rada, when he says something, if he lays a claim down there, you got to trust there's going to be facts to back the shit up. It's not false accusations. So I got respect for Rada.
Well, from what I've seen, he runs a pretty good show, and I always learn something new about what's going on these streets when I watch his show. And I think one of the biggest problems for the people who are actually involved in a lot of the dramas is people like me, and I have to admit it, is we enjoy going to watch this drama. You know, the chats fill up and
Sorry,
everyone has something to say.
sorry.
But
I hope you can hear me right now. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you're sounding kind of muffled right now.
I set the phone down. It was a little distance from me. Sorry.
Okay, so like the last two sentences were not clear.
So I think a lot of the problem for people who are involved in the dramas is people like me, and I have to take some responsibility for that. I go to the chats where there's drama going on, like others, and they fill up, and we all have something to say, and we feed into it. And I think that a big part of it is, and my friend Sweet Leaf 66 reminds me of this often, and I do call her a friend, even though we have a lot that we disagree about. But she does call me on this often. These are real people out there, like human beings who have feelings and lives and children's and families and all of that. And I forget that because they become characters to me, and so I feed into the drama often, and it doesn't help. And I think there's a lot of us who do that, who really aren't necessarily part of it, but we feed into it.
Yeah, and see, it's actually interesting the fact that you bring out the fact that it's characters that you're friends and you can get past shit. And see, that's kind of like where I'm at with a few people. That people have like their ideas of what friendship should be. You know, it seems more and more to me that people only consider people friends when they buy into every bullshit thing that they ever fucking say that spews out of their fucking mouth, that will follow them blindly, that will back them relentlessly no matter what anybody's saying. And it's like, you know what? That kind of friendship, that's too much work. To me, that's too much fucking work. You need to take accountability for yourself. You need to hold yourself accountable. You need to start being a better person. You need to stop telling fucking lies to where you're forcing your friends to fucking back you up on your bullshit.
Well, I don't find that as being a friend. That's someone who wants me to be their minion. And I submit to no one. Well, no, that's a lie. I submit to my partner all the time. I submit to my partner all the time, but I'm not submitting to someone.
The ability to self-correct is awesome.
Well, and not only that, but the ability to be, if you're friends, to be willing to correct each other. You know, like if I see a friend doing something that I think is really stupid and it's going to fuck up their life, I'm not going to back them on that. I'm not going to say, yeah, let's go do it together. I'm going to say, dude, wait a minute. This ain't you and this ain't right.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure it was the last stream that I did, which is like 10 minutes before this one got started. Difference between a friend and a true friend. If you are walking on the street with a friend and you step in a pothole and you fall over, your friend will help you up. Guaranteed that will happen. If you're walking on the street with a true friend and you step in a pothole and you fall over, your true friend will laugh their ass off and say, "Been walking long, dumbass," before they help you up. And most people don't get that. I don't know why.
Well, like my old man, rest his soul, my late husband, they were out one night, him and a buddy on their motorcycles, and they had a little to drink. Thank you. And his buddy laid down the bike at a stop sign. And he's sitting there looking at it and looking at my old man like, are you going to help me get it up? And my old man looked at him and said, you put it down there, you can get it up. I'll wait for you. And And he told this story. He told this story at my husband's funeral. Um, I had small children, so I hired a cameraman to get interviews from his friends at that time that his kids could watch later. And so he told that story, and he says, the thing I remember about that night most is when I finally tired out and couldn't do it, he showed me the trick to do it by myself and still let me do it by myself, but I learned. Instead of asking him to do it for me, I asked him, what would you do? And I learned what to do, he said. And that was one thing about your dad that I'll always remember is as a friend, he helped me grow as opposed to telling me what to do.
Exactly. It kind of goes back to that old saying, give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll live forever. Something along those lines, like the most simplistic things that most people take for granted. They're like life lessons for a lot of people. And
DFK, I don't want to interrupt you here. I don't want to interrupt you, but there's doxing in your chat, and I don't see any mods around. I don't know what you do about that.
Where do you see doxing?
The N-word monitor. There's just one comment that could be deleted that states Rick Crude's actual name. I know he said it, but it's still doxing.
Yeah. Last time I looked, I had mods. Shit. Fuck. You know what, guys? Come on, just play nice. I don't fuck with anybody on YouTube.
N-word monitor, couldn't you just remove that comment for us, please? Like, you can say things, I'm sure, to Rick Crude as far as DFK is concerned, but let's not get DFK's channel in trouble over your dislike of Rick Crude.
God, come on, guys, just play nice. I don't go to anybody's stream and fuck with people.
Oh, look, Ellie's here. Ellie's got to be a mod, right?
Who?
Ellie. Ellie's a mod everywhere.
Not here.
Oh.
First time I've seen.
Adjust your focus said they fixed it. Thank you.
Good God. Holy crap. I don't need, this is like a give and take thing. It's like, I like coming up and doing panels just to have some place to be, but the downside is you gotta watch for shit that can get you fucking struck. And I absolutely 100% lost my first channel. My first channel went.
That's one of the things I think that people who come up on panel who aren't hosting are kind of responsible to help with, because like you can't do everything all at once. That's why I mentioned something about it, because you can't be everything all at once.
Thank you for that. I've got a literal shit ton of mods. And I saw a few of them earlier on. I don't keep track of my mods. They're not paid to be here. They're just here when they're available, and we leave it at that. But it's a matter of respect. Come on, guys. It's a matter of respect. And I think that's what gets lost so much in fucking streams and shit. Be respectful. Come on. It's not hard. It really isn't. It's not rocket science. But
it's that distance that's created. It's that distance that's created by the monitor and keyboard. A lot of the things you'll read in chats or you'll hear on panels, if those people were standing face to face with one another, would not come out the same way.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Now you reminded me of something. Oh, shit. It was like, I can't remember the fucking year it came out. The comic strip was The Family Circus. And it's been so long, I'm trying to remember the characters' names. The oldest son, I think his name was Jeffy. I think that was his name in the comic strip. He punched his little brother in the face and knocked him down. And the mom comes in and says, "What was that?" And she says, or Jeffrey replied, "Well, he thought he was on Facebook, or he thought he was on the internet, so I had to prove that he wasn't." Something along those lines. Oh, yeah. He thought he was behind a keyboard, so I showed him he wasn't. Something along those lines. Yeah. Anyway, that joke was lost. That joke completely fucking lost. Never mind. Disregard.
No, I get what you're saying. I remember the Family Circus. That was it was the circular cartoon. It was usually just one frame,
Yep.
and it was like you were looking through. I always felt like we were looking through their door, the peephole.
Oh yeah, and it was based on a family. And my grandmother passed in 1980, but she used to clip those, and she always put those in a scrapbook. And to this day, I have no idea what happened to that scrapbook, but I would damn sure love to find it.
My dad, rest his soul, it was The Far Side. Sorry for your loss with your grandma, but yeah, it was The Far Side for my dad. He had so many Far Side comics collected.
Yeah, and those are lost art. Those are back before the days of Safe Space. Oh no, you're in my safe space. No, come on. That's back when people were people. Oh, that's oh, there's
my dad used to be a truck driver, and they would deliver mail, newspapers, movies, auto parts between the major city and our small town every day. Him and my uncle, and so he always had all the papers, and he would come home about 8:00 in the morning, and we would sit and read the paper together. And I'll always remember that. And he would always clip out The Far Side, and he wasn't very good about scrapbooking, so he had them everywhere. He was kind of a hoarder, so he had stacks of them everywhere. But yeah, I remember The Far Side being a big part of my growing up. But people don't do that anymore. People don't even read the newspaper anymore.
I'm actually surprised they even make newspapers anymore because of social media.
Well, most of the newspapers just post online. Like there's very few paper publications still. A lot of them have gone away from printing at all, and they just do an online paper.
Like
your local papers.
So yeah, that's understandable. Technology has changed. Technology has ousted news publications. Technology has ousted most phone companies. I'm pretty sure there are very, very few people that have landlines anymore. So I mean, hey, it changes, and we just like roll with the punches. I'm wondering what the next technology is for cell phones. How are those going to get replaced next? Are they going to be like brain adapters to where you just like think of somebody you want to call and have a conversation with them through your brain?
So they're already doing that by way of
shit, don't tell me that.
They're doing that by way of creating prosthetics that attach to your nervous system so that you just think the movement and the prosthetic moves.
Yeah, I don't think I want to contemplate that.
It's kind of creepy. They like put actual like electrodes in the brain that allow you to make your prosthetic hand or foot or whatever move just like normal motion with a regular limb.
Yeah, and I kind of worry about all this technology and shit they got going on. It no, I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist at all, at all. I'm not. I really am not. Um, but I do know that the government wants to be able to track every fucking movement 24/7.
Not wants to, they pretty much already do. I mean, the thing is, everybody keeps talking about putting a chip in our body, but why would they give us a free chip in our body when we pay $10,000, thousands of dollars for the newest model of chip to carry around with us anyway? I mean, how much do some people pay when they pre-buy like the new iPhone and shit? Thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And then they go crazy if they leave the house without their chip. I mean,
Yeah. But
your debit cards now have chips on them. A
but
lot of the things we buy have
the problem is the things that those chips are in do stand the chance of being forgotten at home to where they are left behind for whatever reason, intentional, accidental, unknown. They want the chip in the body to where it's not possible for you to leave it behind accidentally or intentional. And my personal opinion, fucking COVID-19, this pandemic, the new strain of the flu that America's never gotten a new strain of the flu in the last 20 fucking years whatsoever.
Watch yourself, BFK. You're going to get yourself flagged for misinformation. This is the opinions and statements on the panel.
Yeah, the opinions and statements being stated by me are not necessarily my personal opinions. I'm just stating this shit for content and discussion and trying to response from anybody that is listening. That's it. But
there you go.
My personal opinion, when this shit first came out, they were from what I had heard, they were in need of people to be willing to be subjected to this new strain of the flu, to try and see if they could come up with some cure for it. Sorry, it's been a while, and I've been drinking a whole bunch. And I actually thought about signing up for it because I have a pretty strong immune system for a lot of shit. When colds come in, within 3 days, they're passing themselves on the way out as they're still coming in. So I think I have a pretty strong immune system. Common colds don't last. Flus don't last. They're very short-lived in my system. So I thought about signing up saying, hey, do some tests on me. Thank God I didn't. Because I'm pretty confident. Had I done that, I'd have been microchipped. Unknowingly to me, because they won't say that we're gonna microchip you. They won't do that. They won't make that known because they want that to be secretive. And microchips getting so small that you can't even see them in a fucking hypodermic needle. That's how advanced that technology has gotten. And you know what? I don't want my every movement fucking known. Not like I got anything to hide. I just don't want it being known.
See, and that's a very American thing about privacy. We're so convinced that we have privacy and we have this right to it, but there's no privacy. Your movements have always been known and always will be known.
Oh no!
Universe, you don't exist in a
Oh,
vacuum. The
you got to make the
universe
clarification. You got to
holds
make the
us all.
clarification straight. Everybody has a right to privacy. Everybody has a right to privacy.
There's
It's
no such thing as privacy.
You got to get it right. You have the right to privacy as long as you create it. If you're in your home, you have the ultimate right to privacy. But when you're in public, no, you don't, unless you create it.
It's been my experience that no matter how private I thought things were, nothing is private, and this right to privacy is just as much an illusion as all the other rights and the justice and all the stuff that society promises and doesn't come through on.
There is no, you know, so this is one thing. I watch a lot of 1A audits, a lot of 1A stuff, and yes, I am like a 1A based channel. Okay, so for those that don't know, here's my thing. Maybe I'm misquoting. Maybe I am. It's more possible just me misquoting as opposed to shit like 75,000 auditors out there. So I'm guessing it's just me. But I have heard it said on many auditing videos that I have watched that there is no expectation of privacy in public. And you will hear that on every single or almost every single auditing video that you see. My
Right,
understanding.
but what you're talking about is enforceable law. And what I'm talking about is just the concept of privacy itself is an illusion that we create to feel better because there really is no such thing as privacy in the real world. In nature, privacy is not
Well, I'm not.
part of the
All right.
structure.
All right. So maybe we're having like our well shit. Our first little tiff. It's not a fight.
I don't think it's a fight. I think we just disagree that privacy actually exists. Most people believe in justice too, and I don't believe in that either. So
Yeah. All right. I was trying to think about how to say this the best from the get go. That's why it took so fucking long. But a lot of videos I watch, and I do watch a shit ton of fucking auditing videos, and I watch them from many different channels. Every time I see it come down, it always says there is no expectation of privacy in public. My understanding of that, and it had been said that there is case law saying that there is no privacy in public. I want to clarify it because this is my understanding. And it's just
right.
it's a very
From a
minor.
legal standpoint, the only privacy you can have is the privacy you create. So you cannot have an expectation of privacy in public.
Exactly. And where I'm going with this, everybody says there is no privacy in public. That's where they all go. My exception to that, from my understanding, from everything that reads through court documents, there is no reasonable expectation of privacy in public. There is no reasonable expectation of privacy in public. Now I know it's a minor thing, But that could make a huge difference at some point. At some point. Exactly how? Don't know. But that is my interpretation of what that law reads. That there is no reasonable
The reason they
expectation.
put reasonable is because when you're considering things in a court of law, it has to be when they read you jury instructions, they'll tell you about it has to be what a reasonable person would have known or been able to do. Because if you're beyond reason, then we really can't judge you. That's when our system sets you aside and says, "Hey, we can't judge you. You're beyond reason." Most of those people end up in mental institutions.
Yeah, and that's why the people that have mental shit going on, they can't be held to trial. It's like, nope, can't do it. They have no reasonable comprehension of what's going on. Nope, we can't convict. Or that's how
And
it
so
should be.
all of that is based upon the presumption that people are reasonable. And in my experience, most people aren't, and that's why I don't believe in any of it.
Yeah, no shit. People are fucking idiots. That's reasonable.
So it's hard to believe in any system of law that's based upon the reason of people when you recognize that most people aren't reasonable within the system.
Sorry, going potty.
Well, it was nice chatting with you, DFK, but I've got to get to cooking breakfast, so.
Lucky you. I want to get breakfast. Where are we going?
I'm cooking bacon at the moment.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, where we live, there's not much for going out to. You got to cook it.
What?
I live way up on the mountain, DFK.
Oh, well, it's just a longer drive.
So I got to cook my food, but I'll probably hang out in the chats for a bit, and I appreciate you having me up, and it was a nice conversation. You have a great day.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming up. Sorry I had to go potty right then when you were talking.
Oh, well, you got to do what you got to do, but like I said, I got to go make breakfast. You have a good one.
Well, I could have blown up my bladder, but it wasn't worth it. Not saying you're not worth self pain or anything like that, but hey. All right. So, you know, at the risk of getting my channel shut down for my thoughts, my beliefs, I'm going to make the assumption that it is not worth it. As much as I want to speak freely, apparently YouTube does have policies in place to where you are not entitled to free speech. I don't want to elaborate any more than that, because there would be no good for my behalf that would come from that. So I will abide by those unpublished rules. I do want to thank my panel guests that have come up. Sweet Life. Oh shit, I can't remember the actual fucking name. Sweet Life. I hope you get your greenhouse built. I want to thank the people that are in chat. Bless your heart. Rada. There's a few shout outs. Oh, there it is. Nikki's happy little life. Thank you so much for coming up on the panel and spending so much time with me. Sorry you had to listen to my blatherings and stuff like that. However you want to fucking qualify it. Rick Crude, hey, we've had odds, different days, different times. Never know, might get along now. Don't know. Something to be determined. Mr. Freeze, hey. Basically everybody that just chatted while this is going on, thank you so much. Love and appreciate all of you. Really wish I had somewhere to send you, but I don't. I'd love, I would love, absolutely fucking love to get like where I end and then a DFK raid on somebody else's stream. I would love that because I know that I've been on panels that shut down and we did a raid, and I always typed it in there. Now, as far as that goes, I don't know if anybody else ever did. I just know I did it, and I thought it was fucking amazing. So hey, I hope you have a great day. Love and peace to everybody. Respect each other. Show some common courtesy. Well, or what used to be common courtesy, which is very uncommon anymore. But just try and love and respect everybody. Y'all have a great day. Love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for spending time with me.